Hangman Adam Page card. Oh, I forgot what I was talking. Ooh, what is this? Oh my god. Oh my god, we actually got one of the... Hey guys, I'm Angela and welcome back to Hobby Night. This week, I'm going to be unboxing the Series 1 All Elite Wrestling Trading Card Booster Pack, graciously sent to me by Upper Deck. As a lot of you might know, if you're fans of this channel and have been for a long time, I love All Elite Wrestling. It is by far my favorite wrestling promotion. So when Upper Deck reached out to me and was like, hey, we have this set of the Series 1 for the All Elite Trading Card game and we'd like to send it to you, I was like, oh my god, yes. Because you see, guys, I was silly. I was a foolish lady and I forgot this set was coming out, completely missed the pre-order date, and didn't actually get my hands on any until this point, and I am super, super grateful. So we're going to be opening up every single pack in this box, and I'm hyped. I'm hoping to get some of these autographed and memorabilia cards. So let's take a look at the cover. It's got Britt Baker, Kenny Omega, and of course Sting on the front. And then on the back, we've got a bunch of details about the packs, and it shows some examples of the fancy cards we can get. I personally am really, really hoping for maybe one of the memorabilia cards. I don't know exactly which one I'm hoping for. I've got I've completely torn the box, but that's okay. I don't care. I'm not keeping this box. We're just gonna get rid of this cover, take out these cards. But I'm hoping for a memorabilia card of some variety, preferably a canvas. The canvas set would be honestly the best. I am grabbing the box because I actually do want to see. There are 8 cards per pack and there are 16 packs per box. So we've got all 16 here. We're going to start with the first 8, but I really, really hope that I get some kind of a memorabilia card, whether it be an autograph piece, a one that has the canvas on it, really any of them. So let's go ahead and get started actually unboxing these cards. Now, I have been watching All Elite Wrestling basically before it was All Elite Wrestling. I follow BTE, which was Being the Elite, which is the YouTube series. We got a Tony Blanchard to start. Oh my god, this is so cool. This is so cool. These are already slick looking. So I've been following All Elite Wrestling. I'm not going to get through this story because I'm just going to keep getting cool wrestlers that I love, which, by the way, guys, I love basically every wrestler on this roster. I was thinking about this prior to recording this video. I got 2 rave. This is one of the magazine ones. That's cool. Oh, this is so rad. I'm really loving this so far. So I love every wrestler on the roster. Oh, Joey Janela. That's a good shot of him, actually. So I'll be happy with basically anything. Ooh, a shiny tag teams of the Best Friends. That's looking cool. Let me make sure that I'm properly focused. Oh, so rad! Okay, I'm probably going to stop and start some of these stories a lot because I'm going to get so distracted. Look at this freaking rad Colt Cabana.
Use the space between the card packs.
You know what? That's true. I should use the space in between the card packs. Okay, let's finish this, and we'll talk about how much I love AEW in a second. So we've got Colt Cabana. Ooh, we've got a Miro when he came in with blonde hair, looking good. I love Miro. I loved him when he was also called Rusev, but it's the Butcher and the Blade. Okay, another one of my favorite tag teams. We're gonna hear that a lot because all of them are my favorites. I can't actually choose. There's literally no one on this roster that I dislike actively. I was thinking about this prior to starting this video and being like, is there somebody that I dislike? And I can't think of a single person that I actively don't enjoy watching on this programming. So this is just going to be a delight no matter what kinds of cards I get. And frankly, with all of the developments that AEW has had recently, I am seriously looking forward to what comes out next from these cards because there's so many more superstars and wrestlers that have just been added to it that are gigantic names. We've got a Dax Hardwood start with this one. We've got the Young Bucks with this tag team. It's going to be interesting displaying these cards, I realize, because they've got so many that go on the side and so many that go, look at Britt, she's such a badass. That go horizontally. So I don't know what I'm going to do to display them yet. John Silver! But I'll figure it out because eventually I'm going to, ooh, Ooh, that's a cool one. Main features, Sean Spears. He's doing some great stuff with Wardlow right now in MJF, and that storyline is so good. Scorpio Sky is amazing and just won the TNT Championship because, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about stuff that happened on Dynamite and Revolution recently. Hangman Adam Page is still your champion. So, fun fact, ooh, that's a cool Brian Cage card. So, fun fact, when Adam Page won the AEW Championship, Chaos Cultist and I went to AMC theaters to watch it. It was great up until the very final match, because at the finals, when Hangman, won it and everything, the feed just stopped. It stopped before it actually ended. I've seen Hangman obviously win the belt because I went back and rewatched it. Hobbs, that's so rad. Little bit of focus on there. So obviously I've seen it. I've seen the win, but the catharsis of the year-long plot line just didn't have... I didn't get it fully. I will be honest. I didn't get it fully. That's a great Billy Gunn shot. I did not get it fully because I actually missed it live. So it happening in the moment... Ooh! Oh my god! I got a canvas card! Oh! Oh! Ah! That's so cool. Okay, so we got one of the UD Canvas Darby Allin cards. So this is just in the canvas material. I don't think it has the canvas, on it, but that is so cool feeling. That is a great shot. Look how freaking vertical he is. Or horizontal he is, I mean. Sorry, wrong direction. That is so cool. That's rad. I don't know if that's one of the super rare ones or if that's just one of the minorly rare ones, but regardless, that was awesome. Also, this main features Ricky Stark card looks sick. I love the sheen that they put on the metallic there for the letters. Penelope Ford! She is such a badass. And then, of course, Lance Archer as our final card in this pack. But yeah, so I never got to actually see the finish as it was happening for Hangman Adam Page, despite going to a theater to watch the pay-per-view. I will honestly probably never do that again because it just left such a bad taste in my mouth, and because I had been waiting and following the Hangman story for literally the entire time I have been watching AEW, I just was so pissed. I got a refund and everything. Don't worry about that. That was all taken care of. We have a Sting card at the end of this one. I'm super excited. Look at this freaking Jericho card, though. Talk about another guy who I'm really excited to see what he's doing going forward, because he officially has broken up with the Inner Circle. Yeah, Inner Circle. And now he has the Jericho Appreciation Club. Okay, I know there's controversy around Brandy right now because she left with Cody, and I know a lot of people in the community weren't a huge fan of her, but look how freaking badass she looks here. I love Brandi Rhodes. I know that's controversial, but I really do love her. QT Marshall, look at that motherfucker. He is awesome. Chris Statlander, we got a shiny Chris Statlander card. Oh, I can't actually see it well on my, just in real life, but on the screen I'm looking at, you can actually really see those starbursts behind her, and that looks so freaking cool, you guys. We got a Dax Hardwood. I think did we not get his partner? I think we might have. Arn Anderson. Excellent. I actually expect to, speaking of Dax and that team and everything, I'm blanking on the name right now. What? FTR. I couldn't remember FTR for some reason. Speaking of Dax, I think, because they just recently fired Tully, I think FTR is going to hire Arn because he's free now. He's no longer tied to Cody. And I think Arn fits their style a little bit better. So I'm really curious if we're going to see that. Look at that Dustin Rhodes. Ooh, I love Dustin Rhodes. He is epic. And then, of course, here is our Sting magazine card. That looks so cool. It was really awesome to see him come into the company. I love actually how they've treated him. And the man is 62 or something like that and still taking bumps, throwing himself through tables. It is frankly kind of bonkers to me how much he is still doing. And he's just such a badass. All right, so first card in this next pack, we've got a lovely Tony Schiavone, who had a very heartfelt moment recently on Dynamite with William Regal, because if you have not been watching AEW, by the way, guys, William Regal's back. He's in AEW. He is the manager for Daniel Bryanson and Jon Moxley, who are tag teaming right now. And his return at Revolution was just, I screamed. Like, I legitimately flipped my lid because, oh, look at that, Britt Baker. That's such a cool shot of, like, Britt Baker has some awesome outfits. But back to William Regal. I think he might actually be one of my favorite pro wrestlers. He might be one of my, we got a Hangman. I think this is the direction it goes. Yes, because that's a text. We got a Hangman Adam Page top rope card. That's cool. I feel like we've been getting some really good cards in this. William Regal. We're going to talk about it because we've got another Shawn Spears, which is nice. Another Best Friends, I think already had this one. And then a Chris Statlander, which I may or may not have already gotten already as well. I can't remember now. But William Regal returned. He came down and he just like absolutely bitch slapped Jon Moxley after their match with Daniel Bryanson, or Bryan Danielson, had concluded. And then he turned around to a laughing Danielson, who, because, you know, Mox got slapped by Dad. And then he slapped Daniel too. And and Daniel's face was just precious. He looked like, oh my God, I can't believe my trainer and best friend slapped me like that. We've got a Kenny Omega card at the end of this, as well as we're starting this pack with MJF, which is great. So, like, basically my point is with this whole William Regal talk, just to conclude it real quick, if you haven't watched Revolution or you haven't gone to AEW's YouTube page and just watched his return, go watch it. It's delightful. The faces of both wrestlers is fantastic. Back when SCU was a thing, I do actually miss that they're not a tag team anymore. I completely understand why they aren't. And frankly, Scorpio has been doing amazing things with Ethan Page, who has, speaking of which, greatly inspired a lot of stuff on this channel when it comes to toy hunts. But I do miss SCU a little bit. That is a great Nyla Rose. I love her. She's amazing. We've got another Miro card. Ooh! My favorite Brandy when she had purple hair. The best one. Honestly, that's a really cool card. Ooh! We got another one. We've got Frankie Kazarian. Sick! I like these main feature cards. I will admit, I really like these cards because of the shine. It's actually a little bit rainbow. It's just a nice photo of them, and it does that splash background that they use for Dynamite. There is our first Cody Rhodes card, actually, I think. I don't think we've gotten too many of them yet, which I'm frankly surprised, because I would think Cody would have tons. And then here is our Kenny Omega card, the cleaner. He looks awesome. I am so glad he's getting some time off now and can actually go recover, because he worked for a lot of AEW's early years, or the first 2 years of them injured, which is a shame. He was still an amazing champion. I can't wait to see him come back and be fully healed and then see what he actually does just in top performance, because it'll be amazing. Look at that. I hid what was the last card this time. Wardlow! He's in such better shape now compared to this picture. Either this is just a not flattering picture of him, because Wardlow's an incredibly handsome man, and this is not doing him justice. He also recently won the opportunity to go after the TNT Championship, which is now no longer on Sammy, I realized, which will be exciting to see. And I can't wait to see what Wardlow's going to do against MJF. We've got a great Nick Jackson card. We've got the Butcher and the Blade, one of my favorite tag teams. I hope I get a Bunny card soon, actually. Ooh, we've got a shiny Cody. I will admit, I hope Cody figures out whatever the heck is going on with him, because I love Cody Rhodes. I wanted to believe in him so hard in this venture, and the fact that he just like bailed like he did is so weird to me. It's completely weird. Ortiz! I want to see these guys do more. Now that they're no longer actually doing anything with Inner Circle, which is freaking fantastic, honestly, because I feel like Inner Circle has just been kind of a drag for a while. Nice Matt Jackson to go with our Nick Jackson. I want to see them actually go for the belts. I want to see them do more stuff. Hey, Justin Roberts, that's freaking sweet. I wonder if there'll be an Alex card in this. I know that's a really like silly thing to be excited for, but Alex, the mouthpiece for Penta right now, and their manager, who's also dressing as a cultist, which is delightful. I hope he has some cards because, frankly, he's amazing. I want to meet him and talk toys with him. There's actually a number of people on the AEW roster that I want to meet and talk toys with, and it's going to be amazing. Ooh, yeah! Yeah, the bunny! Okay, I want to eat Oreo cookies with her. This woman loves Oreo cookies. Her vlog has a lot of segments dedicated to it if you watch her, and it's great because she just brings on various wrestlers and they just rate various flavors of Oreo cookies, and I want to do that with her because I love Oreo cookies. We've got another great Colt Cabana. Taz! His son, Hook, doing stunning things. Absolutely going to be an insane megastar in AEW. And honestly, Team Taz is fantastic. Ricky Starks is great. Hobbs is fantastic. I wish Brian Cage was still with them, but he's not. There's another Scorpio Sky. Ooh, we got another canvas UD card of the UD canvas of Matt Hardy when he was doing his delete stuff, which is great. Okay, so Dynamite this week. Jeff Hardy showed up, if you guys hadn't seen. Ooh, what a great Nyla Rose. That's a great Nyla Rose card. So Jeff is back. I assume join Dark Order, because we got Anna J. You got to join Dark Order. I assume we're going to see them tagged together. I'm going to... Ooh, that's a great Mox card. Sick. But I assume we're going to see the Hardy brothers together again, which is going to be fantastic because AEW's tag team division is just insanely packed. We are, by the way, just to give you a heads up, we're on to the second half of our booster box. We've opened the first 8 of the packs. We've got another 8 or so to go. If I'm remembering my counts correctly, let's keep going and continue talking about this great wrestling promotion with a Hangman Adam Page card. Oh, I forgot what I was talking. Ooh, what is this? It's that time of the video where I interrupt to tell you about my Patreon and to let you know that we just added a Discord server which all tiers get access to. So if you're wanting a way to chat with me, share with me your projects, or just tell me what board games you're playing, definitely make sure to check the link below and check out my Patreon. Oh, I forgot what I was talking. Ooh, what is this? Oh my god. Oh my god, we actually got one of the real canvas cards. Holy shit. Oh my god, we got a Kip Sabian legitimate canvas card. So you see that little gray patch there? That is part of the canvas. Ah! It is 14 of 50. You can see it right there. That is so freaking cool. Legitimately, I was not expecting to get one of these cards in these. I have heard that these cards are exceptionally rare to get. I don't know which ones are the most rare to get, but I know that the memorabilia cards are kind of harder to get, and if you don't get like a full case of the set, you're kind of SOL. So the fact that I actually got one and then threw the rest of the cards, which also look fantastic by the way, is just insane. I am so pleased with that. Let me get this refocused a little bit. It's having a hard time focusing on Sean Spears because of that shiny metallic lettering. That actually is very sharp looking. I love it. I love the pop of red behind him. Then we've also got a matching Darby Allin. I can't believe we got a canvas card, you guys. That's so cool. And then the worst town ever with a Frankie Kazarian. This is why I love SCU, because they did this gimmick of they were in the worst city ever or the worst town ever, and it was just great. Let's look at that canvas card again, shall we? It freaked me out because it was on the back, and then we've got all this cool information. First edition. This is so cool. Like, talk about, this is ironic. Talk about a card or a person that I want to see actually come back to AEW and do something. Kip has not been on TV for a really long time. I think the only thing I've seen him in recently is any of the vlog stuff that you see, like Ethan Page. I think had him on because he was in a toy hunt vlog with Penelope and a bunch of like not the entire roster, that would be ridiculous. But a big portion of the AEW roster went on this big toy hunt recently. And Kip was there. And you kind of have been seeing him in the crowd in various places. I will admit, I am not watching Dark currently or Rampage. So if he's been on that, I am unaware. But I think he's been injured for a really long time. So he's not been around. And I just think it's very funny that we got that card. Let's keep going. We've got a Luchasaurus card, which I don't think we've gotten one of him yet. So that's awesome. He's currently a tag team champion with Jungle Boy, which is very cool. Ooh! We got a Brody Lee card, which is great. Look at him. So, for those of you that don't know, Mr. Brody Lee passed away about a year ago, and it was devastating. He had just shown up in AEW. There was really no indication that he had been ill, and it was just sudden. At least it felt sudden to me. And he's a phenomenal wrestler. He was part of the Dark Order, which is my favorite. Like, I know I say that a lot, but like Dark Order is legitimately my favorite faction in the entire group. He was heading them up. He was doing some great stuff. I can't wait to see what happens with -1, his son, Brody Lee Jr., who is definitely going to be a pro wrestler. Like, he's already training. He's constantly in content already for AEW.
He already has an action figure.
He already has an action figure. I actually recently not tweeted about it. I posted about it on my Instagram story. I'm definitely getting that figure. It comes with him and his dad. This is really cool. I was hoping we'd get a Brody Lee.
I just want to interrupt for a quick moment.
Yes.
This is not a canvas card.
It's not, but it says...
This is a relic card. Now, the difference is the canvas cards are just printed on that material.
Okay, we've gotten 2 of those then.
Yeah, those are just on a nice material.
Okay.
Nice cards, but they're not special. The relic card, however, if you actually look, it's not a piece of the canvas.
Oh, it's not?
No. It is a piece of his ring gear.
Holy shit, that's even cooler. Okay, so my bad. I thought this was a canvas card because I misread it. This is a relic card, and that's a piece of his ring gear. I wonder if it touched his butt. Do you think it touched his butt? Because I hope it touched his butt. That is so cool. This card is amazing. I'm going to set it aside because Kip is very awesome, but who knows? We might even get a signature card or something. We've got this grumpy nightmare family Cody to look at. I do love when he's in the burgundy suit. We've got a cool shiny Sammy Guevara with that neat rainbow background, which honestly the pattern on this one's really rad. I don't think the other ones were quite like, I like whatever's happening right there. That's really cool. We've got a Cody Rhodes TNT when he's defending the TNT championship, so that's rad. Oh, against Eddie Kingston. He recently beat Chris Jericho, and it was awesome. It was so awesome. Like, I love Eddie. I did not know him prior to him coming to AEW. Was not super familiar with him, but like, oh my god, he climbed his way into my heart immediately, and I absolutely love everything about that man. We've got a great Jurassic Express, who are your current tag team champions. We've got a Ricky Starks card. I didn't quite do his thing right, but I apologize. Ricky Starks. Well, how is it? Ricky Starks. It's like this, right? Right, this? Yes. Ricky Starks.
And he goes, Ricky Starks!
Ricky Starks! I'm doing Taz! Oh, yes, because Team Taz, one of my favorite teams. He's great. I want to see him with a belt at some point, and not just the FTW belt. As cool as that is, Taz, I do appreciate it, but I want to see one of your boys on your team with one of the other AEW belts. That would be delightful. And then we've also got a lovely Riho card, which is also fantastic. She was your first AEW champion, and frankly, so they recently updated the belt for the women's division. It is frankly a much nicer, much thicker, chunkier belt, and I think it's a little bit more on scale, like with the men's belts, which I like. As much as I appreciate the original belt, I do feel like it was designed more to be on the Joshi, which for those of you that are unfamiliar with pro wrestling and who the Joshi might be, those are the Japanese stars that Kenny Omega especially was really trying to push at the beginning. And I think that would have been great, and I really think it would have worked. The problem was COVID hit, and they couldn't travel anymore. So that kind of got squashed, and the Riho even ended up leaving, which I think is why they kind of got the belt off of her. Unfortunately, I think a little more quickly than possibly intended. But they made it really small, I think, because she was their first champion and they didn't want to dwarf her in it because she's tiny. And I think they had intentions of having other Joshi come in and take it, who also would have been on like the smaller side, even for the women's division. And it just ended up like, especially when Nyla Rose got it, who is a big lady, it just looked so puny on her. So the fact that they actually have this bigger belt now, cool, that's a great Sammy Guevara. I did see that we've got a really cool another ultra def canvas card of Luchasaurus choke slamming. I actually can't tell whose ring gear that is, but he's choke slamming somebody. Ooh, and then speaking of Luchasaurus, we've got one of his main feature cards, and then we've got a Sheeta card. So like, see, it looks really good against her because she is a little bit on the smaller side as well, even though she is bigger than Riho. But it just like on Nyla, it looked terrible. So now they actually have a big belt, and it just looks so much better, you guys. I love the new belt. Mark Quinn, I love these guys. Recently betrayed Matt Hardy, but are still part of the AHOF, which actually, I don't know if it's going to be called that anymore, considering Hardy's not part of it. So it probably won't be called that, and I'm expecting a rebranding of that that particular faction, which frankly, it's time. It's time. Matt Hardy wasn't doing anything with it. I'm really glad to see Jeff back. I think I saw there might be a hint of an Abaddon card at the end of this, which I am hyped for, because, oh, I think this is the normal version of the cool fancy relic card that we got. So we've got one of those. We've got a cool MJF. We've got FTR. Look at them. They're so good. We've got a Jake Hager, who was honestly a surprise to me to see show up in AEW. He was actually at the very first show I ever went to. We got another cool main feature, Ray Phoenix. I don't know if this is the same as the first one that we got, but regardless, I don't care. I love Ray Phoenix and his brother, Penta. They are fantastic. Jake Hager, he was a surprise to me showing up, actually, to All Elite Wrestling. Ooh, a cool Jim Ross card. That's awesome. Yeah, I was right. We did have an Abaddon card at the bottom. I love her. She's so cool. They don't do much with her because they don't do a huge amount with their spooky characters. But inevitably, I hope that she either joins the House of Black or at minimum gets to be featured a little bit more, because they are going with this little bit of a supernatural route and like heavy push right now. So maybe Abaddon will actually get to do more. But yeah, Jake Hager was just sort of a weird show up because he wasn't one that I expected from WWE to defect and end up in that position. But I think he might be just really good friends with Jericho because they've been hanging out a lot ever since he showed up. And hell yeah, we got a nice Penta. I love what he's doing right now. Big Swole, who is, I think, no longer with the company. Isaiah Cassidy, who is just baller. I love him. Ooh, look at this shiny Lucha Brothers card. Their theme song by Ruckus is fantastic. To be fair, Ruckus makes, in general, just some great music. I almost forgot the word music. Look at this cool Kenny Omega cards because I was distracted by him and his glorious belt. We've got a cool Darby Allin. And anything that Ruckus makes right now is just golden. Like Keith Lee arrived, Ruckus made him a great theme song. Although I am a little sad that he wasn't able to rap in his own theme song. He normally does, and then this one he wasn't. But I assume whatever the next one's going to be, he will. We've got a great Pac card. Pac is 1/3 of my favorite triples team, I guess, because Death Triangle is fantastic. Their very first shirt basically looks like a Nurgle symbol, and I love it. And plus, it's made up of Pac, Penta, and Ray Phoenix, all of which I adore. We also then have an Inner Circle card, I drifted slightly there, sorry about that, of Santana and Ortiz. Again, hoping they do more soon. This has been great. I just have to say, like, all of these cards so far, one, I have not actually got that many repeats, which is lovely to see. Sometimes I can't say that when I open other trading card packs, although this does not have this one doesn't have a game tied to it, so I wonder if that actually affects the frequency or infrequency of repeats versus, say, Magic or Pokemon or something where you actually want repeats to a small extent. Oh, we got a Sting card. That's rad. That's a really good shot of Sting, actually. I think that's when this might be when he debuted, actually. Does it say on the back? No, it just gives some stats and everything. Then we've got an Orange Cassidy card, a Matt Jackson. This one I do think we've gotten. A John Moxley. He is looking fantastic now, by the way. He recently completely cut off alcohol, went into some, I think, rehab for it or therapy for it, to come, because he was just drinking too much. And he is cut now. Like, holy cow. We got another Brody Lee card. This one's shiny with a nice purple background with some of those starbursts that I like. It's a beautiful tribute card. Oh my gosh. I want to look at the back of this one. Yeah, it just gives you a little bit of information about him. God, he is so good. Then we've got a beautiful Tay Conti, which, if I had one complaint about any of the vlog programming right now from AEW, it is that Tay and Sammy on their vlog are just smooching all the time, and as much as I like screaming, making out, whenever they do it, it is a little obnoxious. But I'm glad they're in their lovely honeymoon stage, and I hope they stay in it for a long time, and that they are just happy. We've got a great Hager card there at the end. We are down, you guys, to 2 final packs of these cards. I am frankly super satisfied because we got that awesome relic card. We've gotten a couple of the canvas cards, which are great. Maybe we'll get lucky and get another fancy awesome card, but honestly, I don't really care. I just want to keep getting more shots of these awesome pro wrestlers. We've got another great Tay Conti. Yeah! Okay. So the reason I love Dark Order is I actually love the original Dark Order. Back when it was mostly just Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. When they originally came into AEW, ooh, that's a nice shiny gold card. They had this great thing where they had a bunch of extras who would come in and they would be their, like, essentially their gimps. Ooh, we got another canvas card with Nyla Rose. I hadn't even looked down yet because I was talking about the gimps, but but I felt the texture of the card and I was like, oh, that's different. That's actually really cool. I think she's fighting Statlander there. I'm not really sure. No, that's not Statlander. That's probably one of the just like jobbers or something. But that looks really rad. What was I talking about? Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. So they came in and they had their creepers, I think is what they called them. And it was pretty much awesome. Oh, another top rope card with Pac. That's sick. Cool. We got one with Paige and Pac, both great wrestlers. Both very good I guess Paige isn't. No, it was Darby. It was a Darby top rope card that we got because he was horizontal and I called it vertical. Evil Uno and Stu Grayson. We're going to finish this story. I really loved the creepers, basically. They would make a throne for Evil Uno to sit on, and it was great, and it was kind of like, it was just weird, and I loved it. I really actually kind of wish they would go back to that a little bit, but I understand why they don't. And then we've also got a blade. So we got a silver and a blade there at the end. All right, so we're down to the final pack. I am not expecting to get anything super fancy in this, but if we do, sweet. This has been awesome. Like, Upper Deck, thank you so much for sending this to me. I can't believe I got a relic card in this pack, or in this booster box. I just was genuinely not expecting that. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. But we did it, and it looks amazing. And we've got a Butcher, another Matt Hardy. Ooh, and another Matt Hardy, but this one's got a little bit of a sheen to it. A Mark Quinn, which is fantastic to see. A great, very patriotic Cody Rhodes. A Santana. I think we have an Ortiz one, which is great to have. Ooh, a Jake Roberts. Another guy that I was really happy to see come in, and honestly kind of shocked with how much he acclimated, because he took to their lifestyle, like the AEW vibe, super well, which I didn't always expect for some of the old timers for WWE. And our final card for this pack is a Kenny Omega. Very appropriate, as he is one of the founding members of All Elite Wrestling, and being the Elite for that matter, which is what originally got me into the show. We have a ton of really cool cards here, you guys. There was some great stuff. I love all of these main feature cards. I like that even some of them are slightly different, like the Sean Spears one. We, of course, let me see if I can find our cool canvas card that I've just put into this pile somewhere. You know what? I'm not going to look too much because I'm worried I'm going to ruin it, but let me put some of these cards back on screen. I really enjoyed this. I hope that you guys did too. Thank you again to Upper Deck for sending me this booster box to open up. I really was afraid I was going to miss out completely on this first series of the cards, and I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for when the next sets come out, because like I said, AEW has just continued to add insane talent to their roster, and I can't wait to see what other cards come out, what other memorabilia cards end up showing up. It's just going to be amazing. Like, these are all fantastic. They all look really cool. I think they did a great job on them, so thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to like, subscribe, hit that bell icon for notifications, and leave me a comment down below to let me know you liked this. It really helps the channel out and lets us know what you guys are interested in seeing on Hobby Night. I want to give a huge thank you to my patrons before I head out. Without your guys' support over on Patreon, we would not be able to make content like this, so thank you guys so very, very much. If you'd like to join them, you can find a link in the description below. In the meantime, I have been Angela, you have been watching Hobby Night, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!